Ilia Topuria is locked and loaded to defend his gold at the coveted UFC 317 showdown against Charles Oliveira. El Matador has looked razor-sharp in training, unleashing crisp combinations on the heavy bag. But it's not just his hands doing the damage, his words are landing too. After warning Oliveira with a chilling reminder to bring the pillow, Topuria has now redirected his fire toward Islam Makhachev once again. Ilia Topuria has long had his eyes on Islam Makhachev, chasing the dream of becoming a two-division UFC champion. In a chat with ESPN Deportes, he said, "I wanted to fight him simply because he had dominated everyone," comparing Islam's reign to Volkanovski's, his former rival at featherweight. That dominance motivated him to chase both fights. But in a twist, the ex-145-pounds champ now sees Paddy Pimblett as a bigger draw, shifting the narrative around his next potential blockbuster. Topuria has always displayed annoyance when Paddy Pimblett's name comes up, and that's exactly why he wants to fight the Liverpudlian. He bothers him. Still, El Matador recently admitted that Pimblett is a big star and that their fight might be huge. But before he ends that feud, he's taking blows at Islam Makhachev. Topuria didn't hold back when he said that Makhachev's approach puts people to sleep, so much so that even his own fans fall asleep during his fights. Former 145-pounds champ told Kevin Iole, "I think that it's gonna be even bigger. Me against Paddy than me against Islam. Because no one gives a f about him, that's Islam. No one gives a f, even in Dagestan, when he's fighting, the people go to sleep, and they watch his fights in the morning. When at home, who gives a f about Islam? He doesn't even know how to pronounce two words." Ilia Topuria looks like a man on a mission, ready to settle every grudge he's ever had. He was visibly livid when Islam Makhachev jumped to welterweight, snatching away his shot to prove who the better man really is. So frustrated, in fact, that he fired off on X, accusing Makhachev of having run away. Sure, a fight with Paddy Pimblett would sell out arenas. But deep down, Topuria still burns for a showdown with the soon-to-be former lightweight champ. However, El Matador must first handle business against Charles Oliveira on June 28 during International Fight Week. Only then could a potential blockbuster with Paddy Pimblett come into play. But Topuria has his sights set even higher. He has expressed interest in chasing down Islam Makhachev even at welterweight. People have to admit that Islam Makhachev is now the most talked about fighter in both the lightweight and welterweight divisions. Jack Della Maddalena has been waiting anxiously for the big fight that would happen soon. Still, it's not certain if the Dagestani champ's shift to 170 is permanent. But Ilia Topuria doesn't seem to mind. If both of them become champions, he's ready to chase Islam at welterweight. He's also ready to welcome him back to 155. Topuria, at the recent Las Vegas presser, stated, "If Islam becomes the welterweight world champion, for sure I'm going to push for that shot also. We'll see how he does in the welterweight division. If he wins the title, and I win the title in the lightweight division, maybe I move up or he comes down to the lightweight division and we have the fight that everyone wants to see." So far, the former featherweight champion has looked good as a lightweight. But going up another weight class to 170 pounds to chase Makhachev could be a bit too much. But there's always a chance he might fight Makhachev at 155. Only if Jack Della Maddalena beats the Dagestani. Maybe Topuria will fight in 3 separate divisions, exactly like Conor McGregor. What do you think, though? Is Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev the bigger fight? Or is it the fight with Paddy Pimblett? Please leave your opinions in the comments below.